Seriously Sinister discusses true spooky crimes that may haunt you for life.
Or maybe the witch's brew to you boils and ghouls.
Names and places have been saged to protect the living.
Turn back now and save your soul.
Ooh.
I couldn't even hold it in. I'm so sorry. Sinister.
Welcome to Seriously Sinister, the house that hands out floss to trick-or-treaters.
Oh, no.
This is Trevin.
And I'm Amanda. Oh, my God. I don't want to be that floss house.
But, I mean, that's scary, though.
I guess.
Everybody tries to avoid that person.
That's true.
I mean, I'd much rather go to the creepy guy's house that has candy than the nice people who have floss.
Oh, absolutely. My God.
I remember some weirdos when we would go trick-or-treating and, oh yeah, as long as I had the candy.
Just give me the candy. That's all I really need, and then I'll forget about you forever.
Mm-hmm.
My story this week might beg to differ, but we'll see.
Okay, well, consider that a teaser, people.
So this is our Halloween episode.
Ooh, what we've all been waiting for.
Oh my God, the best holiday of all time.
Agreed. My favorite month, my favorite everything.
So is Halloween your favorite holiday too?
Yep.
Oh, well then fuck yeah, man. Oh, I don't think I've dropped an F-bomb on this show, have I?
Many times.
I thought I was so innocent.
You were wrong.
So, Trevin,
Yes.
Tell me, do you have a dreadful dilemma this week?
So I have a dreadful dilemma that has kind of haunted me for a while.
Oh.
And I thought no better episode to bring it up than this one.
Okay, do tell.
So Emily and I, as you know, we do love the restaurant Freddy's.
Yeah, your cat is named after the restaurant.
Exactly. And so even when we were dieting really well and eating really well at our old place, we would still find every couple weeks we would go to Freddy's once just because you got to. You love it.
I go there all the time.
Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah.
So her and I started going to the one over by your house.
Uh-huh.
And every time we would go, I would see this old classmate of mine. And like we wouldn't talk to each other, but I would see him and his fiance, girlfriend, wife, whatever, I don't really know.
Uh-huh.
And it would be one of those things where it's just kind of social anxiety. Oh, I don't want to talk to you, but you're going to notice me noticing you. I look like an asshole for not saying anything to you.
What was your relationship in high school with this person?
We were actually kind of friends.
Oh, you weirdo.
I know, I just think like, oh, I've changed, you've changed, this is odd. I don't know. And honestly, I'm a lot better about that kind of thing now. But also, when you see somebody that you know out and about, it's like, if you and I made plans to see each other, I could talk to you. But like, I'm just not in that zone.
If you see me unplanned, are you going to be totally awkward?
No, you and I are close enough to where I wouldn't. But
you just freeze and you just ignore me?
yeah, I just start stuttering and I walk away. If it was a relationship that was maybe one step below you,
yeah,
a good chance I'd probably be like, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, because sometimes I just have to like pep myself up and say, talking to this person today, let's do this. Like, let's get in the zone for it.
Okay.
So every time we would go to this Freddy's, I would see him and I'd be like, oh my gosh, again. And I would even tell Emily, I would say, there's that guy again that I used to go to school with. Well, a little bit of time had passed and my friend texted me and said, hey, yo, did you know that this guy died?
What?
And I was like, what, really? And then we looked it up and he had died 2 years earlier. So I don't know if I'm seeing a doppelganger or...
What?
Yeah.
You're out of your mind. Are you serious?
I'm serious. I mean, it's probably just the guy who looked just like him, but even the girlfriend looked a lot like him. So I'm saying that Freddy's may be a portal...
to hell.
Well, let's hope he didn't make it there, but...
R.I.P. R.I.P. I didn't mean it. Oh my God. I mean, I only go through the drive-thru, but next time I go through that drive-thru, I'm going to peek in the windows of the actual store and see if I see any ghosts or goblins.
Yeah, it's a weird deal.
Damn, that is really creepy.
Yeah, I had seen him multiple times, and every time I had told Emily, like, uh-oh, and then I found out he had died 2 years earlier, so, like I'm saying, that's a haunted Freddy's, or there's a doppelganger, or whatever scary storyline you want to put to it.
Wow. I mean, doppelgangers, honestly freak me out more than ghosts sometimes when I think about it, because they say everyone has at least like one person out there. And I've had people that have told me, like, I thought I saw you. Has that ever happened to you where they're like, I thought I saw you the other day. It looked just like you. And then it wasn't you. And I'm like, what? I've gotten that a lot.
You know, this is totally kind of related. Okay. I used to have a little blue car back way before you and I met, before I went to college. And every time people would pass me on the road, they would always say, oh, hey, I just saw you. Who is that in the back seat? Kid you not, multiple people would say, I saw you on the road. Who's in the back seat with you? And I'm like, I am driving by myself every single time. Wow.
Oh my God. I can't handle this. Stop scaring me. Okay, well, my dreadful dilemma is a lot less terrifying than yours.
Okay.
But it's still very, very, very dreadful. So, Trevin, I know you have attended many Halloween parties of mine, but did you know that I have thrown a Halloween party at my house for 7 years straight?
Yeah, the pandemic didn't even stop you last year.
Nope. We had an outdoor party. We wore masks for part of the party until we all got intoxicated. So this is the first year after a 7-year streak that I'm not having a Halloween party this year.
And honestly, it's dreadful for me too, because that's like just one of those little checkpoints, and like it's Halloween. Like when I was a kid, every year a Saw movie came out. I'm like, it's not Halloween if it's not Saw.
Right.
Now it's not Halloween if Amanda didn't have a party.
I know. But you bet your sweet ass next year it's coming in real hot. And I am making up for it this year. So the reason I'm not throwing a party, there's a lot of reasons. Starting new businesses, a lot going on. Friends are really busy this month. Also, I am shooting a friend's wedding the exact weekend of Halloween.
Busy.
So there is a lot going on that made that not happen, and I'm okay-ish with it. But I am going to try and make it up to all of my friends this year by having a Christmas murder mystery party, and I promise you I'm going to put every inch of my passion into this party for you guys, because I really am a little sad. I mean, 7 years. I was talking to my husband, Jordan, before I came over, and I was like, how long have we thrown a party? And he looked it up and was like, the first year we had it was 7 years. This would have been 8 if we had it. And I was like,
And then you just start crying.
Yeah, so that's my dreadful dilemma this week.
It is dreadful, but I will say that there is an insane lack of plans for me around Christmas generally that aren't family related.
Yeah.
So it will be kind of fun to have a friend get together around that time.
Yeah, because I've only had one friend Christmas party ever.
I remember that.
Yep, we wore our tacky Christmas sweaters, and we did like it was kind of like a gift exchange, but it wasn't like planned. We all just brought corny.
Was it White Elephant or was it Secret Santa? I don't remember.
I don't know. Oh, and then I guess during the pandemic, I did plan a Zoom party, but that doesn't count.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We did do a Zoom party where we all shipped each other Secret Santa gifts. So
yeah, I dropped the ball hardcore on that one.
No, you didn't.
Emily was late doing a cookie thing, and so they said, I guess you got to open up Emily's for her and show how, I don't know why I'm doing this. This should be on a fucking Christmas episode. But they said, you got to react and just pretend for her. And I'm like, reaction is my weakness. And so I just opened up and was like, here's a thing. What the hell is this thing? And the person who got the gift was like, wow, thanks for blowing my gift. And
Oh my God.
yeah,
It was so awkward.
it was, I felt all those eyes plus more on me.
I felt for you, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's okay, Trevin.
I still think about it at night.
So it's our Halloween episode, like I've said. So we are going to do a couple different types of games this week. Whoa, Trevin. We do not have the rights to say that.
Let's have a fun time.
So we're going to start off with a spooky Mad Libs game that you have planned.
Correct. As a kid, I really enjoyed Mad Libs. I really liked English class as a kid, and we did Mad Libs in school once, and I just fell in love. And when they would do like the Scholastic Book Fair at school, I would say, Mom, I want some Mad Libs, which I don't know why, but I have a huge collection of Mad Libs.
Really? Didn't know
Yes.
this about you. Okay.
And I'll tell you one quick little story about Mad Libs. When we did them in school, sometimes on like certain Fridays, they'd say, you want to do a Mad Lib? And I'm like, hell yeah. And so everybody went around the room and picked one thing. This teacher had wrote their own Mad Lib and put the blanks in there. So it had to be a plural noun, and I picked men. And the person before me picked a person, and they picked the principal. So we did it all. Then it was time to read the Mad Lib out loud. The principal had walked in and was just like checking on the class. Was like, oh, how are you teaching, teacher lady? And so they read it. And the way that it came out was Principal Miller went here looking for men. And everybody was like, ha, 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 and just like laughing at the principal. And they're like, Trevin said men. Trevin did that. And I kind of hid my face, even though it's not like I knew. But at the same time,
Did
I
the
was
principal hate you forever after that?
he just had a weird, like an upside down smile, like face. And then he left. But anyway,
That's lovely.
yeah. So we're going to do, I have this Wacky Night of the Living Mad Libs Scholastic book from 1994.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, girl. We're going to do one each, and if this takes too much time, we'll cut through and just save the good stuff, and we'll just see what happens.
Nice.
I will let you go first. I'll write your stuff down.
Okay.
Give me an adjective.
Oh, shit. Beautiful.
Okay.
Mine's gonna be so lame.
Plural noun.
Plural noun? Let's go with men.
Yeah, that's
Throwing
fitting.
it back. Okay, hold on. What's a noun again?
Person, place, thing.
Person, place, or... Do not air this. My teacher father will freaking murder me.
I'll just save that part for him.
Person, place, or thing. Okay, I'm gonna go with George Washington.
Adverb.
Adverb. The fuck?
It's something that ends in an ly, like stupidly
Oh,
quickly
God. Okay.
describes a verb. Like an adjective, but for a verb.
Stealthily?
2 plural nouns.
I am thinking of the weirdest shit.
Get weird.
Okay.
This is an adult show, even though it's a kid's book.
Sex stores. Pumpkin and Trevin. Let's just end it with a high note.
All right.
Oh my God.
So we have completed the Mad Lib. Probably will edit some of that out to shorten
Please,
it.
just edit it all out. I sound so stupid.
So Amanda just finished giving me all of her stuff, and we're
Okay.
going to read the story Monsters, Monsters, Monsters.
Oh, I can't wait.
And here's the story. Now, let's discuss the beautiful traits of big, scary men. Sea monsters are very hungry swimmers. The most famous is the Loch Ness George Washington, which lives in worlds of fun.
My God.
Some other sea monsters have delicious, scaly tentacles. Another kind of monster is the scrumptious, abominable snowman, which has aggressive feet. A jolly monster that's a lot like the abominable snowman is called Bigfoot or Sasquatch. This ape-like creature has a big head and lots of zombies growing stealthily all over its tombstone.
Oh my God.
The movies are loaded with fragrant monsters that have sharp, pointed clowns.
What?
Others are slimy or clumsy or even whimsical. Some monsters live in sex stores. Others live in circuses. But you'd better hope you never find a monster in your pumpkin or your Trevin.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm actually crying. Am I 12 years old?
Kind of.
Why did I find that so funny? Oh my God, I'm so dumb. Hand me the pen. Oh, okay. I don't even know. I'm just picking this one because I like the title. Give me an adjective, dear friend.
Horny.
Oh, God, you're good. You're good at this. Part of the body, plural. You've already done two.
Nipples.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You think you're 12 years old?
Oh, my God. Yours is going to be so much better. A singular noun.
Peephole.
At first, I thought you were trying to say people, just in like an awkward way. Peephole. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We have completed this mission.
All right.
So, Trevin has given me all of his words, if you will. This story is called Another Close Encounter. I wanted to tell you about a horny... Okay. I wanted to tell you about a horny experience I had yesterday. I was walking down the path that leads from my house when 3 teeth from outer space came out from behind the toenail. I couldn't believe my nipples. I'm dying. My heart stopped. I wanted to scream at the top of my flashers, but couldn't because I had lost my peephole. This is so hard. I was very close to drinking when one of the creatures spookily held out his black hole and shook my top hat.
I'm trying to visualize that.
I'm dying. These were friendly but strange-looking criminals. The one who was green had a gigantic door on his head and had 4 monkeys sticking out of his paddle. What the fuck? I wonder if all this was a figment of my fins. What? Way to end on a weird note.
Yeah, that one was weird.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. But the first sentence was, I wanted to tell you about a horny experience I had yesterday.
I'm really partial to I couldn't believe my nipples.
Oh God. Okay, that was way too much fun.
Yeah.
I hope that comes off as fun to the listeners because I was dying of laughter.
I'm going to put music behind the stories.
Okay. I really tried to tell mine. It was just really hard. All the nipples and everything else.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Okay. So I have a very quick game that I would like to propose to you. And it is called Lightning Round This or That Halloween version.
All right. Cacao.
I just made that up. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2 options. I do this a lot on social media, on our accounts, on our stories. So if you guys don't follow us yet, do it because it's fun.
Yeah, play along.
And I'm going to actually, after this episode comes out, I'm going to put them on our stories so you guys can vote too. I am going to just shoot these out and you have to give your answer and then I have to give answer. No explanation, just as quick as you can think, okay?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Pumpkin patch or apple orchard?
Pumpkin patch.
Pumpkin patch 2. Michael Myers or Jason?
Michael Myers.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Jason. Goddamn. I'm dropping the F-bombs
better
way
directed
too much.
movie.
Haunted house or haunted corn maze?
House.
House as well. Pumpkin spice latte or apple cider?
Pumpkin spice.
I'm going to go with apple cider, actually. Funny costume or scary costume?
Bunny.
Funny. Chocolate or hard candy?
Chocolate.
Yeah, duh. Vampires or werewolves?
Vampires.
Vampires too. Okay, all right, we're on the same team. Scarves or hoodies?
Hoodies.
Scarves for me. And then the final, trick or treat?
Ooh, I'm a treater.
I'm a treater as well. My husband's definitely a damn trick, but
Trick ass Jordan.
that was my game, Trevin.
Well, that was lovely. I think together those will be fine.
Okay, great. So are we on to our Halloween stories already?
We are on to the Halloween stories. And let me tell you, I am pumped to tell my story today.
Oh my God.
When we first had the idea for this show, I was going through a list of personal things that I could eventually tell over time. Like my sword story was definitely one I wanted to get to and stuff like that. And I had the idea for this one and I thought, this is good. But then I said, I hope this show lasts long enough because it should probably be a Halloween episode.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so this thing has been in the making for a while. And I will say that I'm going to break some rules a little bit because this is going to be ghostly. So I know we don't talk about anything too frightening, but I'm about to blow your minds.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm terrified, but I'm ready.
So prepare to be so scared.
That you might pee yourself.
Yes. Yeah, get a mop and bucket ready before I even go.
Oh my God. All right, Trevin, blow my mind.
Ghosts. We've all heard stories of them. That cold chill that runs up your spine after hearing a creak in an empty house. That feeling that you are not alone, no matter how lonely you may feel emotionally. There are very real horrors lurking around every corner in the world that we inhabit. No matter how much you try to use logic, there are times where you just can't reason away the fear creeping into your mind. Sometimes the only explanation is spectral. Famous horror writers have made a killing with putting their nightmares to page or screen. But these sissy pants scribes know nothing of real fear. They sit back in the comfort of their lazy boy recliners and cook up dramatic pieces about how much they are afraid of friendly clowns, men in masks, or old people.
Would you like some cookies, dear?
Without any real-world experience, they are just trying to make you afraid of what lives inside their head. While these people sit back and get rich, the real victims of this world, like me, have to keep trudging through life, trying to suppress these very real supernatural experiences. What power does one small voice have when sending a warning to the rest of the population? Stephen King could make a scary movie about how uncomfortable his gold-plated toilet seat is and leave a country shaken for years. While I may barge into a small-town coffee shop to tell everyone that ghosts are real, only to be crowned the town drunk.
Ghosts are real! Damn it, Trevin, this is the third time this week.
But now, I have the power. I've done my time in telling petty crimes and gained an audience of millions. My one small voice has grown in size into a giant, powerful, big boy voice. So now, you have to sit back and listen to everything I have to tell you. The story I am about to tell is not for the squeamish. It will pull your heart clear out of your ass and replace it with a hive of bees. Your favorite foods will begin to taste terrible, and you'll forget the feeling of love. No! This story makes movies like The Conjuring feel like ordering a Pepsi and being told the restaurant only carries Coke in comparison. This is your warning to turn back now and save yourself. As I had stated in previous episodes, the year 2015 was a turning point for me. I had gotten out of a rough relationship and was in the process of figuring out who I was. In this very transitional year, I was getting my weight back under control and was putting all of my negative energy into a solo album. Much like the awkward middle stage when you're trying to grow your hair out, that was my 2016. You could tell I was heading in the right direction, but it wasn't quite shaped correctly. I had gained some of my confidence back, was going out more often, and this was the same year that I grew my blue mustache. Along with all of the success that came with these changes, I just wasn't handling it all correctly. For every one of my triumphs, there was usually an epic folly to follow. Thus bringing us to one of the biggest projects of my life: dating. Throughout my whole life, I have been dragging a lonely heart behind myself, like a British ball and chain clad prisoner in the 17th century. Probably because of childhood trauma or lack of involvement from my biological mother, I was always on the lookout for love. This led to many desperate situations with extreme highs and even more disastrous lows. In my early years, I had to bank on someone seeing past my unkept exterior, lack of confidence, and frequent bouts with depression. But by 2016, I had lost 100 pounds, started sporting a new haircut, and had more self-assurance. Not only was I more attractive and appealing to the opposite sex, but I was still reeling from a very difficult breakup. The most desirable quality. Naturally, as a person who is not emotionally available for love, I took the online dating world by storm.
Who's ready to be confused?
Not only was I more confident in myself, but I had a very nothing-to-lose attitude. This made it much easier for me to push past my social anxiety and just go out on dates with strangers. Little did I know that my blind confidence and lack of moral compass would lead me directly into a situation that transcends all apparitional planes. It was a week like any other. I had weekend plans to go out drinking and was chatting with different girls on a wide array of dating apps. Because of the flaky nature of online dating, it was important to keep up playful banter with any number of potential suitors. Every week was a roll of the dice, and you never knew who would be available by the start of the next. On this particular week, I had been flirting with a particularly playful girl. Due to her having the same name as my current girlfriend, we will call her Audrey, just to avoid any confusion. Audrey and I had been chatting for a couple of weeks. Plans never really got made between us because she worked 2 jobs and said she was busy a lot. But heading into this weekend, she told me she was actually available. She had to work that evening but was willing to make plans to hang out Saturday morning before her shift. This was perfect, as I had very important plans with the clubs that evening. We decided that we would get breakfast. As Saturday morning rolled around, I woke up to an eerie fog. The streetlights had dulled, and the wind blew in a very creepy way. I took all of this as just my pre-first date anxiety. I drove to Audrey's dad's house to pick her up. She conveniently lived about 10 minutes from me, so she was already starting this date off in the positive. As she got into my car, the conversation started flowing.
So, do you like the cheese?
I was being pretty shy and reserved, but you could tell she had a bit more of a type A personality. We arrived at the restaurant, and the exchanges were still going well. She talked about her great relationship with her dad, and I talked about my love for music. It was all going so well, until it came to ordering. Hindsight would tell me that this should have been a sign, but my mind was too focused on speaking clearly and not making an ass of myself. As the waitress came up to take our order, Audrey hesitated. There was a long pause. She slowly scraped her finger down her menu until it stopped on her meal of choice. French toast. The most sinister of the breakfast foods. "I'll take peanut butter pancakes," I quickly blurted once the waitress looked at me. Looking back, the excitement of peanut butter pancakes probably also played a great deal in why I did not take notice to the French toast order. Nothing gets my engine roaring quite like a peanut butter on sweet, sweet carb cakes covered in liquid cholesterol. Anyway, we finished our meals, I paid for both of us, and we were back into the car heading to her father's house. Due to a terrible mishap with a date that I thought went well, I made a conscious effort to no longer kiss on the first date, or any date for that matter. I would always wait for the woman to make the move. That would ensure consent, and that way I would always be on her timeline. There would be no chance of being told you're moving too fast if you never move at all.
Do something already.
As we pulled up, Audrey looked at me and said, "I have about an hour until I have to leave for work. Would you like to come in?" Surprised that this was even taking this turn, I shut off the engine to my car and headed inside. She gave me a passing introduction to her dad as we walked upstairs to a common room and sat on the couch. She put the TV on something unimportant for background noise, and we continued our conversation. In the middle of the conversation, I was starting to catch hints from her. Her mouth was talking about her favorite TV shows, but her lips were saying, "Ravish me." But because of my previously established rules, I would not make a move at all, like a true gentleman. Eventually, she cut herself off and said, "I have a little bit of time before I have to go to work. Do you want to make out until then?" After confirming that she truly was okay with this, I scooted closer and put my tongue in her mouth. We intimately swapped mouth juices. My peanut butter flavored kisses and her French toast stained saliva converged into a sexy new breakfast confection. After the sweaty makeout session had hit its cutoff point, she told me that she liked me, we should see each other again sometime, and then it was time to go. We both walked out together, got into our cars, and went our separate ways. I was smitten. Peanut butter pancakes in my bloodstream, a successful first date, and a girl made the first move. This was all followed up with the chance to do it all again. I was walking on clouds. I had a whole new energy to take with me to the clubs that evening. As the drinking for the evening commenced, I was throwing back Long Islands, shots of Rumpelmans, and vodka tonics like they were nothing. My friend Luke and I would just follow wherever the party would take us, dancing, talking, and laughing. It was a great night. In the midst of all this joy and happiness, I got the confidence to break my no texting on the same day as the date rule. I whipped out my phone and typed, "Today was really great. I have a really great feeling about you." My evening began to fade and transition into different bars until I remembered about the text I sent. I pulled out my phone and checked my messages. There were no new messages. She must be busy, I thought to myself. I went ahead and typed out another nice text. "I hope you had a good night at work," completed with a smiley face at the end. At that point, my evening was about done. Luke and I went back home and went to bed. The next morning, I excitedly pulled my phone off of the charger and checked it. Still, no new messages. I figured maybe she was really busy, but at that point, there was a chill in the air telling me that something was wrong. The rest of that Sunday, I kept an eye on my phone to see if I would get a text back, but nothing. I repeated this phone surveillance throughout the first half of Monday at work until I couldn't take it anymore I pulled out my phone and sent another text. Hey, how's it going? The wait went on for a couple more days until I decided to pull up my Tinder app and see if maybe she lost her phone but still had access to her Tinder. As I clicked on the messages icon and began to scroll down to our message, I was shocked at what I found. Words could not describe the horror I felt in that moment. The message was gone. I searched high and low, went from top to bottom countless times. The message simply was not there, as if it were never there. I could not believe it. I tried to look her up on Facebook, I checked the obituaries, and even drove past her house. There was no sign of her, as if she vanished into thin air. I have always considered myself a skeptic. When people talked about experiences with the afterlife, I would scoff and talk badly behind their back.
Loser!
To me, there was no such thing as ghosts. But my breakfast date with one made a believer out of me. Although I could not make contact again, I believe her soul is still out there, haunting the unknowing matches of Tinder and looking for free French toast. If you ever match up with Audrey, tell her I forgive her, and I hope her soul finds peace.
Trevin, that just took ghosting to a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Okay, so as you were starting to tell the story, I was like, have I heard of this date before? Because I think that was around the time we became friends.
Yeah.
But I don't think you've ever told me about little Audrey and her ghostly spirit before.
No, I don't believe I have. She actually does live one street down from your mom and dad.
What?
Or her dad does, at least.
Or her spirit does, at least.
Correct. She doesn't live at all.
Oh my God. So how was it making out with a ghost?
I had chills. They were multiplying. But, it was okay. I would say it did transcend planes, but
I've heard of people say that, like, apparently you can have sex with ghosts and stuff like that, but I just don't know how that works. But apparently it's possible because you made out with one.
Yeah, I mean, I only made it to first base with a ghost. I am not forward enough to go further than that, but it wasn't too bad. Looking back, I will say, though, I think I was just kind of lonely and drunk at the time when I was, like, really optimistic. Looking back, she really wasn't kind of the girl I would want to hang out with, but it was a good breakfast date.
Yeah. So, okay, explain to me why French toast is the most sinister of all breakfast foods.
Is it toast? Is it pancakes? Like, what are we doing here? Come on,
You don't like French toast?
I will eat French toast, but if you go to a restaurant and that's what you pick, that says something about you.
Really?
That's like saying, hey, you want to go to Cold Stone and get ice cream? And they say, yeah, I'll take a cup of vanilla. Don't you be putting that French toast on me.
What if it comes with like a platter of food with a bunch of other things? Is that acceptable to you?
Maybe.
Okay, because I've done that. God.
I'm just saying it says a lot about a person's personality. I mean, there's French toast people, there's the
Waffles.
eggy burrito things. I can't think of what the hell those are called right now. Omelets.
Omelets. I love omelets. That's my
omelets,
go-to.
too. I mean, if I'm watching my figure, I will do that. But if I'm feeling fancy, it's usually... technically, waffles are my favorite.
Yeah.
But at restaurants, they don't usually have fancy flavored waffles. It's only the pancakes. So then I just roll around in some nasty old flavored pancakes.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel that. Okay. I believe you now. I just don't even really know what to say about this story, but I loved it with everything inside of my soul. And I hope that Audrey's spirit is at peace, enjoying some French toast somewhere.
I'm sure she is.
Okay, so this week we are actually both telling a personal Halloween themed story.
What a special episode.
Oh, God, this is just so exciting. So this is a true story that happened to me as a child. Here we go.
The wind has begun to turn brisk as the leaves prepare to die a beautiful and colorful death. The outside of grocery stores have wooden bins overflowing with pumpkins and gourds, as the inside is lined with bags filled with future diabetes. The sky has turned a cool gray, and the only thing you can hear are squawking crows and your neighbor's massive spooky inflatables flapping in the wind. The smell of burning leaves and nutmeg fills your nostrils as it filters itself deep down into your lungs. This is spooky season, and Halloween is fast approaching. I have always loved Halloween, and it has remained my favorite holiday ever since I was a young child. Transforming myself for a day into someone or something else has always been a fun challenge for me.
I'm a witch.
Of course, there are many years when I'll buy my costume at a store like a regular person. But there are also times that I have crafted my costume either by hand or from sorting through the old thrift store racks. I will never forget the year when my dad introduced me to the movie Superstar with Molly Shannon and Will Ferrell.
Superstar.
I knew immediately that I needed to dress as Mary Catherine Gallagher at any and all cost. Of course, the stores didn't have that costume for a fifth grader. So my parents and I searched far and wide until we created a Catholic schoolgirl uniform, along with a short brunette wig. The entire day, I would put my hands into the opposite armpit and quote the movie, saying, "Sometimes, when I get nervous, I stick my hands under my armpits and then I smell them like this." My teachers would crack up laughing as my fellow classmates shot me confused and disgusted looks.
What a weirdo.
That's just the power of a good costume. But this particular Halloween story that I'm about to tell from my childhood occurred the year before the Superstar costume. Let me take you back in time to the year 2000, when I was a mere fourth grader in the small town of Leon, Kansas. For all of our regular listeners, you have heard me describe my childhood hometown before, also known as The Village. It is one of those small Kansas towns that is only remembered by travelers for its speed traps next to the main highway, where there is only one paved road in town, and the names of streets are carved into ancient boulders on each grassy corner. The gravel roads are filled with large potholes and stray animals. Just envision a ghost town from a horror film. As for me, I wasn't the typical small-town gal, as I had stars in my eyes and a wild spirit. Even as a fourth grader, I wanted to stand out and be unique from the crowd. Halloween was the perfect time to achieve this goal, and I wasn't about to let this opportunity go to waste. I told my parents loud and proud that I wanted to be Miss USA for Halloween. Unlike the typical parent who would probably convince their child to go in a more easily achievable store-bought costume, my parents didn't turn me down. Instead, my dad and I took a trip out of town so that we could go to an actual store. Our first stop was at a place where dreams become reality: Goodwill. We were in search of a small gown that could be worn by a fourth grader dressing as a beauty contestant. It was no easy feat. But finally we spotted it. It was a purple, lace, 80s style dress with poofy sleeves. And it was mine. Next was on to the accessories to complete my look. For this, the second stop was where all finishing touches are achieved: Walmart. We found a blinged-out tiara, long-sleeved white gloves, and a white sash to wear across my chest. But there was one major issue. When we went to pick out the iron-on letters to go on my sash, they only had 2 letter S's. I was so close to achieving the perfect costume. But alas, instead of my sash reading Miss USA, it would ultimately read Miss UZA. It was close enough. Halloween finally came. I flaunted my costume throughout the day as I gave my best pageant queen wave and smiled to my fellow classmates.
Hello, peasants.
I was Miss UZA, damn it, and nothing could stand in my way. Little did I know, there would be a terrifying sight I would witness later on that evening. After school, my younger brother and I were bouncing around the house with excitement. He was dressed as the Pokemon Charizard, and tonight we were going trick-or-treating around town. The sun couldn't possibly set fast enough, and no amount of hocus pocus on the Disney Channel could distract me. As soon as the sun said goodnight, we grabbed our plastic pumpkin baskets and ran outside to my mom's van. A few of the other neighborhood kids joined us as I fantasized about all of the candy I would soon be sorting out on my living room floor. The evening began just like any other Halloween. There were well-decorated houses equipped with fake cobwebs, spooky music, and full-size candy bars. Then there were some houses almost too well-decorated that made me clutch my fake pageant pearls as I approached the steps. These were always the houses that had cranky preteen boys dressed up as monsters, just waiting to jump out of the bushes to scare us. Some people in town got creative with their treats and goodies. One older woman would always make delicious homemade popcorn balls covered in caramel and plastic wrap, while others were stingy with their cheap store-bought candy.
1 piece each.
We were about 3/4 of the way through trick-or-treating when we approached a small trailer home. It was one of those awkward situations where the front porch light was on, which meant we were invited to approach, but an eerie and uninviting feeling came from the place. The kids all whispered back and forth as we slowly approached the mobile home. As we walked over crunching leaves, I wondered if anyone was going to be home. Other than the singular light on, there weren't any other decorations on the tiny and decrepit front step. However, the front window's curtains were open, and the dark living room was illuminated with blue light from a television. A surge of bravery shot through my veins as I reached for the doorbell and pushed the soft button in the middle. A loud and echoey ding rang throughout our ears as we all happily said in unison, "Trick or treat!" We held out our baskets and bags expectingly as we waited for our goodies, but only silence came. Filled with a slight sense of disappointment, we began to cautiously step backwards from the front door. Just as we were about to fully give up on the house, there was movement in the front window. At first, I wasn't quite sure what I was seeing. It looked like a pale figure was approaching the window, causing me to blink, thinking it might be a ghost. But as soon as my eyes came into focus, it was most definitely not a ghost. Staring back at all of us children was an extremely pale, saggy-skinned, and completely naked old woman. All of us gasped as her 2 scrawny arms lifted up above her head, not breaking eye contact with us and keeping a serious face. She grabbed onto both sides of her window curtain and aggressively shut them. Quickly afterwards, her front porch light was turned off. As I stood there in the darkness with my vision now completely black, I couldn't shake the pale, old, and naked body from my mind. I had so many questions. Why was her light on? Why was she naked? Was that going to happen to my boobs when I got older? We quickly piled back into my mom's van as I recounted the traumatic visual we had all just experienced. But the show must go on. There were a few houses still left on our list. Halloween is always a complicated time, especially for a young child. It is filled with costumes, candy, and fun. But there is always a dark side lurking in the shadows. Whether that dark side is disgusting candy, movies that terrify us, or ghost-like naked old women whose visual we haven't been able to shake for the past 21 years. There is always a risk. So for those of you who live in neighborhoods that still participate in the traditional way of trick-or-treating, decide beforehand if you will be leaving your light on or off this year. And for the children's sake, please, put on some damn clothes.
Wow. Naked and afraid. Except you're the one that's afraid.
I was extremely shocked and afraid, Trevin. I tried to get as much information about the story before I wrote it from my brother and my parents, but because my brother was so young, he doesn't even remember it. And my parents were like, "Oh yeah, I think I remember you telling us that you saw a naked old woman," but they're like, "I don't really remember if we were with you or not with you." And I'm like, I was so young, I guarantee you were there. I just don't think they witnessed it for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it must have been one of those years where we were riding in my mom's van around town, because we did that quite frequently. But yeah, Trevin, I still to this day have her naked body in that window ingrained into my brain. And although I never pressed charges as a fourth grader, I mean, technically it's a petty crime.
Mm-hmm.
And also, all of the stories about all my costumes that I dressed as a child are completely and 100% true.
I gotta see this Superstar one.
Oh my God. Okay, so I found a picture of the Miss UZA one, but I'll go digging. I'll try and find one of the Superstar. I don't know if my parents have that picture anymore, but I was dedicated to it. I mean, and a lot of my classmates had no idea. They hadn't even seen that movie or cared about that movie.
God, I love that movie.
But to me, that movie was everything. And I'm just a weirdo about Halloween. I always have been. I always will be. I love to dress up. And I don't mind being that freak. You know what I mean?
Fun fact about this show, when I did my story about the guy who stole out of the girl's purse and then laid on the ground and pretended to be asleep.
Yeah.
When I said my friend James was doing his whitest dance moves, my sound effect was me saying, "I call this one the peppermint." That was a quote from Will Ferrell in Superstar.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was one of his dance moves with that blonde girl.
Evian.
Yeah, bottled water.
Oh my God. That movie is a freaking classic. Oh my God. I haven't seen it in so long, but I need to rewatch it. I'll try and find a picture of me in the Superstar costume. Luckily, there is the picture of me in the Miss UZA costume.
You know, I was thinking, if there's only two S's, why didn't you just do ms.usa?
I don't know, Trevin. I don't. And the thing that I couldn't fully remember, and you can't see in the picture, it doesn't show you the full sash. Like, you can just see the M. So I'm like, did we do Ms.? And then there was only one S or something? I don't know what we did. But all I know is that if it was Ms. or Miss, but it was UZA. And we tried to make it look like an S. And I remember being so mad at my dad in the store because he's like, oh, no one's going to notice. And I'm like, Dad, this is the main part of my costume. But I was Miss UZA, man, and I rocked it. And when you see this picture of me, you're just going to freaking fall off your rocker. I look like I think I am the hottest shit. I look so silly in this 80s purple lace dress. And my brother's just Charizard, just like chilling next to me. But even though that Halloween was filled with great memories, the naked body still haunts me to this day.
No, I totally get that. There's something about, especially as a kid, a full-grown, especially an old person in the buff showing her stuff.
And she just like stared at us. There was blue lighting from the TV. Like everything that I told about that moment, I can still remember it to this day. It's so weird because I can't remember really important things that have happened in life. But for some reason, those titties, I mean, they are here.
That brain is scarred.
Oh my God. Well, what an episode.
This was great.
There were a lot of connections with our stories. They were both personal, both had to do with thinking we may have seen a ghost.
I for sure did, though.
You for sure did. I just considered it for a brief moment. Also, you talked about, oh God, what disease was it? I talked about diabetes and you talked about... But we both
cholesterol.
Cholesterol. You talk about cholesterol. I talked about diabetes. You know, that's a tie-in. There's so many damn tie-ins.
Yeah, I like the ghost tie-in.
I do too. Just straight up ghosted, bruh. I wish mine was an actual ghost. Damn.
Yeah. Still though, naked ladies.
Whew. So, wow. I hope everyone has an amazing Halloween. Are you dressing up this year, Trevin?
I'm not, because you're not having a party. I'm not doing one. We're probably going to dress Mabel up, but that's about it.
Are you going to dress the cats up?
I don't know. I mean, if I do, it'll probably be something we already have.
Yeah.
It's getting late, and we spent so much on the house stuff that I don't know if I'm going to buy anything new.
I feel you.
And anything for Mabel will have to be new since we've never had a dog.
Yeah. I can't even give you hand-me-down dog costumes because my dogs are like triple the size of yours. But
yeah, that would be big.
Yeah, well, I will be dressing as a witch with Lila.
Nice.
So
yeah, Hocus Pocus.
Yes, we are witches. I don't know what Jordan's going to be. I don't know if he's going to be a warlock or a skeleton or a pirate. Lila has approved all of those, so we will see what he chooses.
Well, I'm sure whatever it is will be good.
I'll post pictures.
He already has a pirate vibe to him, so I vote pirate.
He is a pirate. He just needs to be one forever. All right. Well, everyone, go out there, do your trunk or treating, do your Halloween partying, do your haunted housing.
And remember, no matter the crime, whether you're straight up killing a man or trespassing on grass you're not supposed to, in the end, we're all future ghosts.
Ghosts.
Boo.
Bye.
See ya.
That was so lame. Thank you for listening to Seriously Sinister.
If you have a true petty crime story to share, please email us at seriouslysinisterpodcast@gmail.com or send us a Facebook message.
If you would like to support our show, please subscribe and leave us a 5-star review.
Also, tell your friends about this podcast.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Seriously Sinister Podcast.
And on Twitter at SeriouslySinPod.
Shout out to Trevin for writing all of the original music you hear and for producing our show. Follow him and his music at Fiesta Maiden on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Facebook.
And credit to Miranda Lucas for our awesome logo. You can find her on Instagram at MirandaLucas26.
All stories are written by myself and Trevin, and all stories are based on actual, true petty crimes.
It will pull your heart clear out of your ass.
I did not see that coming. Did you see my whole body reaction?
I saw you move, but I was trying not to look over.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It was like I was about to vomit. Like I was just like,
See if I can start that
oh
over.
my god. So sorry.
It's okay. I knew that was going to jolt me awake there.